You are watching Ecam First by Elton Campbell on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and comment.
Hi friends, welcome to ecam First by Elton Campbell. I am Elton Campbell and it's so nice to meet you. In today's episode, I will be reading an article called Black is African, published in the Canadian bilingual student newspaper of Glendon College, York University on March 8, 2021. We're not going to waste no more time. I'm going to read off on my phone. So let's get started. Black is African by Elton Campbell. In 2017, while attending a black youth group in Toronto, an international student from Malawi said to me, "You are not African, and I will never embrace you as one of us. Stop saying you are African. You are Jamaican." Knowing that I am quick and witty with debates, other members of the group rushed in to explain to the young Malawian that I am Jamaican by nationality, but African by race and ancestral legacy. A similar situation occurred when a continental African residing in Toronto proudly exclaimed, "You are not a true African. I do not need Black History Month because I am a true born African, true African blood." Instead of scolding this African brother, I replied slowly in a stern, deep voice, "Any club, society, or group that is having an event relating to African affairs and locks me out will find that door kicked down, followed by my cinematic entry. Don't care where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're an African. No mind your nationality, you got the identity of an African." Is a snippet of lyrics from the song African by late reggae singer Peter Tosh. Like many reggae singers, he believed that black is African. Slavery isn't African history. It interrupted African history. Is a quote by dub poet Muta Baruka. If you are a continental African living in North America and you believe that Black History Month is only for black people born outside of Africa, this is further proof that you need Black History Month more than ever. My African ancestors were tongue tie there. Let's drop that sentence again. My African ancestors were abducted by Europeans and packed like sardines below the deck of a ship in inhumane conditions. After months, they arrived in strange lands in the Western Hemisphere, where they were whipped, raped, murdered, and had their culture and language erased for over 400 years. Yet, myself and other black children of these Africans survived. Gonna need some help now with this part. Here, so if I can sing, sing for me. We're the survivors in this age of technological inhumanity, black survival, scientific atrocity, survivors, atomic misphilosophy, black survival, nuclear misenergy, survivors. It is a world that forces lifelong insecurity, black survival. Are lyrics from the king of reggae, Bob Marley's song called Survival. For black history to continue, each continental African has a great responsibility to teach every black person born and raised outside of Africa who are victims of the erasure of African culture, our rightful culture, because black is African. We now live in a globalized society. I'm going to skip my digital page. Hold it right there. I'm going to skip my digital page here. So in the meantime, which song from Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and Bunny Wailer, which one of their songs like speaks to you a lot? Like, you know, you feel the vibes, you feel African when you hear that, you know? Which one of these songs are your favorite from which of these three artists? Bob Marley, Bunny Wailer, Peter Tosh. Which one are the song that you like the most? Or you might like a lot of them. Okay, they have a lot of good songs. So let's get back into the article Black is African, written by me, Elton Campbell, published on March 8, 2021 in the Canadian bilingual student paper Pro Tem of Glendon College, York University. Let's get back to the article. We live in a globalized society where a lot of black people in the Western world have access to the internet. It is imperative that all black people, whether they were born in Africa or grew up outside of the continent, unlearn the stories narrated by biased colonial Western media. I grew up as a child in the Caribbean, watching television and seeing the worst about Africa. Africa was represented as a bushland with starving, warmongering tribes of black cannibals who are uncivilized and running from lions. Like many black children in the Caribbean, Africa was represented by a dirty, scantily clad, malnourished infant with a fly having Zumba workout on his melancholy face, tainted with dry streaks of tears, who was rescued by their pearly white savior, a replica of Michelangelo's painting of Jesus. To other black people in the Caribbean who have access to multiple sources online, it is important that we end this whitewashing of our people's minds and unite as one African family, especially during Black History Month. We must share our authentic golden stories narrated by us because black is African. One of the greatest black men to walk the face of the earth was Marcus Garvey. He was the mastermind of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, that united black people globally and repatriated many black people to Africa through his shipping line, Black Star Line. One of his philosophies was Africans for the Africans, at home and abroad. Let me repeat that. Africa for the Africans, at home and abroad. Please remember this wise quote every time you look at Please remember this wise quote every time you look at another black person, or the red, black, and green UNIA flag, also known as the Pan-African flag. Whether you are born at home or abroad, Let us celebrate our black heroes and heroines because black is African. I implore all black people to unite and learn the truth about us, told by us, not his story about us, but rather our story told by us. I am blessed to be affiliated with Glendon African Network, GAN, Cameroonian Students Association, CAMSA, and the United Caribbean Islands, UCI, at York University. More black clubs and resources can be found at York University's York United Black Students Association. And that's it for the end of this article, Black is African. I hope that you enjoy it, and please let me know your favorite songs from Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, or any other black artist or black African artist out there. Black is African. And that's it for this episode. I am Elton Campbell. You're watching Ecam First by Elton Campbell. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, and see you in the next video. Bye.